According to Webster's dictionary, co-working is defined as... No, we're just kidding. That's not who we are, and it's definitely not how we run our business.
I'm Sarah Rose Roman.
And I'm Cristina Roman.
And collectively, we make up the Roman Sisters.
Or as some people like to say, hashtag the Roman Sisters. Feel free to use it, and we really appreciate whoever started that one.
Yeah. We are the co-owners of the Raleigh Forum, which is a new co-working space in downtown Raleigh that we just opened.
Right on the street at the corner of Hargett and Wilmington. But before we jump into the actual definition of co-working, we wanted to take you back to ancient history and talk about community. So, evidence here, community is really important, even in Raleigh. So, from the animal kingdom to the animal house, community has been important throughout the years. So it gives us something to be part of, it makes us feel engaged, it gives us something to give back to, and for the most part, it makes us strive to be better. There are definitely some exceptions to that.
So clearly, community is really important in downtown, as evidenced by the fact that you all are here for this event tonight. It's also pretty clear because thousands of people outside in the freezing cold every New Year's Eve to watch a giant nut fall from the sky.
The acorn, in case you didn't get that. So how does this all tie to co-working? So if any of you have ever worked from home, or maybe you work from an office space that you don't necessarily enjoy, we're not going to ask you to raise your hand in case your boss is here, you may feel a little bit of isolation. You may find yourself sitting and doing this. So when I worked from home, I watched a lot of episodes of Friends, and I made a lot of soup recipes.
My dogs got really well trained.
So that ties us all back to co-working, which is our solution to all those problems.
So if you take co-working, it's co and working, it's working together. It's putting people into a shared office space, and it's a collaborative area.
Right. So you can have people in one space, but that doesn't necessarily make it a co-working space. In that case, it would just be a shared office. So don't make us out to be experts, because we've only been open since September 1st, and we've only came up with this idea on May 17th, which is the day we created our first Twitter account. But what we've learned in the short time we've been open is what really makes a co-working space tick. You like your puns? That was for you. So what do you think we're going to say here? What did we talk about at the very beginning? Anyone?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Good word. I heard community. That's the right answer.
So while every co-working space has all of these things, desks, really comfortable chairs, speedy internet, awesome coffee, what really makes us different is community. So anybody can sit around in an office space and do their work, but what we found is the essence of co-working is this feel of community.
So bear with us for a really cheesy but really easy analogy. So you have here an umbrella. You have the stem and you have the top of the umbrella. So the top is co-working. It's the umbrella for all these different things. In case you're superstitious, sorry to bother you. And the stem is our community. So if you didn't have the stem, you might end up walking really awkwardly like this. That just wouldn't be very conducive to protecting yourself from the rain. So we find that community is really the essence and really the base for everything that comes from to our co-working space.
So we have a lot of diversity in our co-working space, or as Will Smith would say, all ages and races, real sweet faces. While a lot of co-working spaces target a particular demographic or industry, what we've targeted is a personality. We feel it's really important to have engaged citizens who want to be part of something bigger and want to give back to their community.
So our everyday is made up of these small moments. So a blogger, me, might turn to our resident lawyer and ask a simple question about photo copyright. Or our resident website developer might pull everyone together for a little focus group on their latest website design. So we always say it's like having a built-in focus group. And so it's these little moments combined with the moments at our whiteboard wall. So we have this huge wall that's painted with idea paint. And so it's those moments where one of our coworkers has a new project and they want the Raleigh Forum to beta test it because we're their target market. So we agree to do their marketing in exchange for letting us use their product. Exactly. So we do lots of brainstorming on that wall.
So community to us is also about my sister doing this great surprise party with all of our coworkers at one of our brown bag lunches because she knew that to me it was really important to celebrate my birthday with our new extended family of coworkers.
And I'm just a really good sister
She is, and they were really good.
It's also about the time I accidentally blurted out in front of our British coworker that I was really craving some crumpets and tea. And instead of being offended, he just responded to me, "Awesome, I'm going to bring some in for the next event." And then he responded with his American accent, which sounds something like, "You guys are awesome," which I told him sounded more Australian than American. That's a good one.
So community is also about a joke. What started off as a joke of someone saying that our space would be really great for beer pong pre-gaming. And it turned into a huge networking event last Friday, combined with Friday at 5. And we had about 60 people out to do a beer pong tournament at our space.
Some people say that there was no winner that night. We like to think that everyone was a winner that night, if you know what I mean.
Especially us.
Co-working is about bringing together all these members of the downtown community in order to film a rap music video starring J. King White. If you know him, awesome, volunteered to be our star. The segue is total coincidence that just added to the epicness of the whole moment. But it's all those moments that together make the co-working space.
So all these things come together, and wow, we look at our Twitter feed on Monday mornings, and we see tweet after tweet about Mondays suck, we hate Mondays, and man, I wish it was just the weekend. We wake up every morning on Monday mornings, and people are jealous of us, but we're excited to go into work, and we're excited to see all of our coworkers and to be a part of something great and something collaborative like this.
I missed one of our slides for some reason, but the next one is someone sleeping at a desk, which is our segue. Sometimes people feel so comfortable that they feel like they can take a power nap, which has happened. Some people pulled their turtleneck over their head and took a power nap at their desk. And we think that that says a lot about the comfort level, that we really are a family. And we wear this to work, and our corporate friends aren't very happy. But if you want to come be a part, then contact us at the Raleigh.
On that list.